Okay, so I have been guided to do, I feel like it's just basically do myself, which, yeah, I'm Queen Raja, and I literally just started this video after downloading a whole bunch of just messages from God. Pretty much what I'm saying, downloading, it's just, you know, deep thinking, free thinking, going within to my subconscious, think about, you know, whatever. I like to divinate using pretty much anything, but I love to use the Bible, tarot cards, oracle cards, crystals, things like that. But I always set my intention for, just being able to listen to myself, to my chakras. Different tools holds different, information. Um, I want to say differently. So me being a Pisces, I'm all for escapism type shit, and doing a lot of things at once. So um, follow me on my other platforms. Queen Raja is everywhere. Queen Raja, Rajah. I'm doing this video because just the conversations that I've been having with people lately, and since I've been on my spiritual awakening for I feel like my whole life, I when it how crazy spirit shows me like how everything is connected. Um, I don't know. God is good. All I'm gonna say is I didn't know like this is exactly what I was doing or how if I wanted to do this or blah 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 blah. But it's all making sense um, now since the chaos that our world is like in right now with everyone, all the shit that's going on. So 2 minutes in, this is what I want to get out. I'm going to try to start doing as much improvisational healing as I can with people just for the fuck of it, just to help heal and understand the moments of everything that's going on. I don't want to call it like predictions or, you know, people get really scared with a lot of divination just because, like, that is how the world and the elite and people, like religious people, just try to it's kind of like sports. I think of religion being like, I'm a this or I'm a Christian, I'm a Muslim, I'm a this, I'm a that. Like, it doesn't matter in the end. Like, if you believe whatever you believe, I believe on earth, like, this is the time for us to figure this shit out before we go on to our next missions or die and it's nothing. Go to hell or heaven, whatever. I think not all that matters, but for our vessels, like now, like who we are, like our ego, our body, our who we think we're, like for everyone, it's different. It's we're gonna call it different because we get lost in language and all these things. But at the end of the day, I think this is the time. There's a great awakening happening. This 2020 vision thing. I've really been saying it's just like prophecy, um, spirit, source, God. Everything is everything. Everything is gonna happen the way it's gonna happen, and I believe this is a beautiful time because I feel like everything is merging, and just with our planetary alignments, the different things that has been going on in the ethers with just astrology, I would urge people to just look into different studies that are a different perspective of your own and not change your beliefs or anything, but how I'm like searching for truth and going through this awakening, how I've been knowing and keeping the faith and keeping the balance is to trust that truth, what was ever presented to you from, your loved ones, your ancestors, your personal beliefs. But I think this is the time. This is what like spirit, my God, told me. It's like battle of the best type of energetic vibrations are happening now. Like, we're gonna see, this is the time we are going to see the glory of God in real time and in real life, because we gonna start calling it in. The energy, it's gonna do some crazy shit, because so many things are piled up, and I feel like being exposed right now. Okay, my phone about to die, so I gotta hurry it. Yes, positive vibes. Thank you. Energy. I love my team. I just keep getting the message back and forth, and it's making sense with what I'm talking about too. And it's crazy. They not even talking to me. But I also want to put these predictions out. It is going to get hot, 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 hot. In every aspect of the saying, I feel like people are going to be just like feeling like they're in the hot seat, like the weather is hot. A lot of things are going to be, and I don't even want to just say like exposed, but more information is made aware of. And I know, like, just by the principalities, like, and I don't want to get lost in words, but I feel like the lower vibrations, the thing, like, I don't want to say the devil, but the elite and people with money and people that have been doing evil ass shit behind closed doors, setting up systems where they can get, do these things and get away with it. A lot of these things, they're battling for power. As government is falling down, they're battling for power. So they're going to be shitting out, trying to save themselves. They're going to be, trying to blame each other for different things, like they've been doing since the beginning of time. But like, we people, I'm going to say people that don't have power, don't have the political power or the 3D power, which this ain't shit. It's just the things that we fear and we're scared of right now. But we gotta just let that shit, like, let people, we could be emotional and talk and argue with each other, but we don't know the facts. We can't get caught up in, like, this ain't politics. We can't just hope and dreaming that they have the answers and they know how to help fuck all that. You have to go within. We not saying you need a liaison, like, you need to be, your vessel needs to be your liaison for what you believe in your voice. And you what am I asking? Basically, Spirit is like, yo, use whatever you need to try to understand what's going on, and like keep talking with like-minded people, because like I said, there's going to be hella different things coming together, being exposed. Spirituality, I think, is going to be people's best bet. Like, and spirituality for me means just like, your own individual, like what you believe. So your practice, your rituals, however you blend it. Don't worry about nobody else telling you wrong, or you should be doing it. No, it's time. We're done with all that. And even with the mass gatherings, I don't believe like that shit gonna be popular anyway. Going to church, like physically being able there to do spells over each other, like that shit, that's gonna be out to me in my mind. I feel like there's gonna be like this new wave of, it really is an art of divination, but it's like the people, we are so hungry now for change. It's like it's going to happen if we have these vulnerable conversations, and we have to move in righteousness to see like why everything was done, and like not necessarily try to do something right away, but figure out an action plan from A to Z. Like, what are we going to do to figure out everything? And I keep hearing like the meek shall inherit the earth type shit. This is what I'm talking about. This is where the power, like, of God literally is message is going to come through people, through their personalities, through their insight, through their experience. Like, you don't have to read anything, you don't have to look at anything, but whatever you pick up, when you learn how to, the spiritual part is just learning how to use yourself, your understanding, your vessel, to decode what's going on in the world, because it's a lot to say without sounding crazy. It's just so much. And you think about everything that people has, like, we've been created and being broadcast to, like on TV, the shit we listen to. Pay attention to what your energy is gravitated to, like people we admire, celebrities, just hella stuff. We're gonna have to start looking deep. Like, this is going to be some like spiritual truths. We're going to have to be really looking deep into the shadow of people. Like, what have they done? Like, what, that information is going to be coming out of the woodworks, I feel like, for people, because everybody's kundalini is rising pretty much. And that alchemy, like, if you know what I'm talking about, that shit, there's no control. you All I'm saying with this is I'm gonna do my job as this host, master, ceremony, guide, healer, extremely passionate, overly. My body, I just want justice. Like, I don't give a fuck if I die. Like, I just be trying to help people, because the things that I've been through, the things that people been through, my vessel just sinks into people's soul, and I just, like, I can feel that pain. And at the end of the day, like, I'm not trying to incite no type of war or nothing like that. My thing is like putting it on wax and like letting it be known, so we can get our spells stronger, get our connection with source stronger, so we can be like, when it's truth, nothing can penetrate it. Like, we have to just be like, look, we know how to say, do, and rebut any energy coming into us. 1111, yes. I think I'm talking about self-mastery, coming together. How was I saying this? It's like self-mastery. So like our vessel, our spirit, well, our one soul, everybody got a soul inside of your vessel. That shit is about to get activated. Because every soul with this, what I feel like, what's happening with this awakening is every soul is ascending. They're getting more information from our yin realm, our blood and shit. Like, I just feel like memories are popping out, because this is how it was meant to be. In certain times of chaos, the creator is gonna come back. Like, I think, and I say he and Jesus, I like to, Jesus is one of my favorite deities, but I like to think of, the Jesus from Revelations and being like the black version. He got to come in, sword of truth, eyes fire, nothing matters but the truth. So at the end of the day, I don't feel like spirit is asking for prayers no more. These are like, it is what it is type shit. What is you mad at? What happened? Let me know. Da 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 da. We have to start talking about this shit. We have to start, just when you speak it, your words matter. Shit start moving. So we gotta can't be vulnerable. We gotta be ready to fight. And this way, it's like, it's not a physical thing. What I'm talking about, it will get physical, of course, but what I'm saying is like the protection part. If you know what you're fighting for, you ain't gonna fall, because we gotta start walking like this. Thousands of ancestors behind you. We have to really go within and only focus on, because I feel like this shit is so easily, what I'm saying, I'm just talking about it's a lot, but it's not easy at all to walk alone. You have to find what your mission is, what your soul wants to say, and link up with shit that makes sense with that. It's like a puzzle piece we got to put together. Because basically, I think, like, there's a lot of evil shit that's happening, and I don't want to get lost in that, but I'm seeing the plot. All this evil stuff is going to be riling out emotions that's going to bring out certain things, turmoils and shit. And it's like, people, especially that do fucked up stuff, that part of the darkness, the fear and the lower vibrations, that shit is crying out, pouring out. So the shadow stuff and the righteous, and I'm not saying turn the other cheek, I'm not trying to say that. I'm just saying we got to cleanse ourselves, guys, and get ready. The enemy is here. It wants to destroy us. So we have to, and like, I don't know what I'm saying, anchor up, get your armor on tight. Keep listening, keep learning. I'm gonna do the same. But if you didn't get anything else from this video, know that I love y'all. I'm sending out positive energy. I'm sure I'm ready for war at this point. So just hold on tight, and keep praying, keep trying to understand like I said, your personal mission. And I am going to be doing a lot more things to host. Shout out my team Energy, shout out Stock Solid. We are in the whole city of Stockton, really. It's gonna be a lot of stuff, and I wasn't posting. I haven't been. I took a hiatus to detox and all these things, get ready for this moment. But yeah, it's going to be a lot going on. Stay tuned. I love y'all. And yeah, let me get cute for these videos. All right, bye.